Good morning, I'm James Lopez, President at HomeFi Corporation, and this is today's mortgage and real estate market update. Now, after a 3.5 day weekend for the markets, today is really going to act as a placeholder session, meaning we're not expecting a lot of volatility or movement in the market today. Any movement that will come in the bond market or the treasuries market will most likely come from technicals and not from any news, because it's a relatively light economic news day today. All that said, what that means really for mortgage rates is that mortgage rates are going to open up about where they ended off on the day on Thursday. The bond market was closed on Friday. We saw a sell-off on Thursday, but this morning mortgage bonds are back up about 10 basis points, so not really making up a little bit of the gains that we lost on Thursday, but not a ton. The 10-year yield is also up about 3 basis points at the time of recording, so it's kind of like, when it rains and the sun's still shining out there, a little weird. So that's kind of what's going on in the bond and the treasury market. What that means for mortgage rates this morning, like I said, is that they'll open up about where they ended on Thursday, and we don't really expect to see a lot of volatility as far as pricing and things like that go. Mortgage rates should stay pretty stable today. Now, Freddie Mac sent out a report, and they said that they see the demand in the market across the country is high, and there's a shortage in the inventory of about 3.8 million homes across the country. So Freddie Mac put a number on the shortage that they see as far as inventory is concerned relative to demand. So Freddie Mac is seeing 3.8 million homes short across the country for single-family homes. So it's pretty interesting number, and I think that we all can feel and see that inventory shortage is definitely causing what we would consider maybe things to be slow. So demand is still high. Now, while demand isn't as high as it was in 2021 right now, demand is still very high. So you combine that shortage of inventory with the high demand, and the way that we see it, it's going to continue to support home prices and home values the way that they are right now. We don't see that really changing as far as going backwards or going negative. Kind of like we talked about before, we see maybe some deceleration of the appreciation as inventory starts to come back onto the market, but we don't see home prices really going backwards at all, just based on simple supply and demand economics. Now, in other news today, this week is a busy week as far as housing news specifically goes. NAHB is releasing their home price index, as well as housing starts, new housing permits, and existing home sales. There's also going to be several speakers from the Fed that are going to be speaking this week. So it will be a busy news week. As that news comes, we will definitely get it to you as it comes and let you know how it's affecting the markets. Also, we're going to be talking about some historical data. We'll be doing a video later this week that's really going to dive into a little bit of the historical data from 2020 and 2021. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our page on Facebook so that you don't miss that update. You're going to want to see that video as we're preparing some of that data for you. All right, that's all that we have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we will see you here tomorrow.